everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's C.J. Anderson's Broncos going up against Blunt's Eagles. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, folks. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And as we all know, Charles, offenses today, they're driven by the passing attack. But Larry highlighted in the open a couple of running backs who might just disagree with that assessment.
Yeah, and sometimes, occasionally you get a game where running backs will match each other, kind of carry for carry on opposite teams. But for the most part, they focus on themselves. How many touches will they get, and can they create big plays for their own team?
And both of these guys, certainly more than 5-10 touchbacks. They're workhorses. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles and Carson Wentz coming off that dramatic win over the Giants. And in that game, Charles, Carson didn't throw the ball as much as he did in weeks 1 and 2, down to 31 attempts from 46 in week 2.
And that 31 number is a much better number for not just Carson Wentz, but the Philadelphia offense as a whole. Because now, that means you're not playing from behind the entire time, right? You're not having to throw it. They actually played from the front for much of the game before they had to have the rally at the end to set up the game-winning field goal by Jake Elliott.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Offensively, a look at the Eagles. Focus on the backfield because they lost Darren Sproles in one play. Broke his arm and tore his ACL.
It's hard to fathom that that happened to Darren Sproles, who's been remarkably durable throughout his NFL career. And that's a huge loss for the Philadelphia Eagles because you don't replace what Darren Sproles brings to the table, but you try to replicate it somewhat. So Wendell Smallwood will try and pick up some of the slack. And how about the undrafted free agent out of Wisconsin, Corey Clement, made the team with a big summer, and now he's going to get a chance to carry the ball a little bit for the Eagles as well.
Smith catches left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going underneath to Blunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Here's Blunt. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
They'll run again with Blunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing on first is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Second down now after the pass completion. To throw is Wentz. Fighting through pressure. Escapes the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Wentz now giving to Blunt on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wentz to throw again. Screen pass to Blunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Wentz again. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Cody Latimer now on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So we get our first look here in a second at Trevor Siemian and Denver on offense. Hey, week 2 against Dallas, awesome, looking great. Week 3 against Buffalo, struggle bus.
I think some of that is a product of whether Denver runs the football effectively or not, because I just don't think Trevor Siemian is the drop back, throw it 40 to 50 times type of a quarterback. He threw it 40 in this game out of necessity. C.J. Anderson, 118 yards against Dallas, 36 in this game against Buffalo, and 32 on one jaunt.
They start the drive with Anderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Eagles and the Broncos have very low rushing totals. It has not been an effective part of either team's game plan, and you wonder if either side will give a more concerted effort to run it in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Continuing on the drive, Blunt's going to look for a gap, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Wentz has got the completion here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. Eagles now later on the drive. Wentz going to find his safety blanket, tight end Zach Ertz, and he'll end up at the 20-yard line before being tackled. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's send it back up to Brandon and Charles in Philadelphia.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles take possession. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run Smallwood and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Whoosh. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Simeon. That's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Simeon now to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Now Simeon. Space to run past the 20. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. In the red zone this time.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Simeon. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Again, Simeon. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
And now the Eagles are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And McManus able to put it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it here with Blunt. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Now Blunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down and goal to go from the 7. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And caught right side, Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Simeon. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
To throw on second is Simeon. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down throw, Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Simeon throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They wanted to avoid the dreaded fourth down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to fourth down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. To the air again, Simeon. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And now it's 2nd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. A dump off to Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from.